In the heart of the Great Oak Valley, where the trees whispered secrets to the wind, lived a young fox cub named Rory. He had fur the color of autumn leaves and a spirit full of mischief and wonder. Rory's father, Silas, was the guardian of the valley. His fur was flecked with silver, and his eyes held the wisdom of many seasons. "One day, little one," he'd say, "this valley will look to you." Silas led Rory to the highest ridge. "Everything you see is connected in the great circle of the forest," he explained. "From the tallest oak to the smallest beetle, we all have a part to play. A true leader respects that balance." But not everyone respected the balance. From the shadowy edges of the valley, a lone wolf named Grim watched with jealous eyes. He craved the power that Silas held and despised the cheerful harmony of the valley. One stormy afternoon, Grim put his wicked plan into motion. He crept up the treacherous slopes of the canyon and, with a mighty shove, sent a cascade of rocks tumbling down toward the path where Silas was patrolling. Silas saw the danger too late. He was trapped. "Rory, run!" he yelled, his voice echoing through the canyon. "Run and don't look back. The valley is in danger." Fear gave Rory wings. He scrambled away from the terrifying sound of crashing rocks, his heart pounding like a drum. He ran until his legs ached, and the familiar sights of his home were far, far behind him. With Silas gone, Grim declared himself the new leader. He told the animals that the fox had abandoned them. A cold silence fell over the Great Oak Valley, and the cheerful whispers of the wind turned to mournful sighs. Lost and lonely, Rory wandered into a part of the forest he'd never seen. Suddenly, a chattering voice came from above. "Hey, you look like you've lost your tail." "I'm Chipper." A tiny squirrel zipped down a tree, an acorn in his paws. Chipper decided the gloomy fox needed a proper welcome. He led Rory to a large burrow under a grumpy-looking stump. "This is Brock's place," he whispered. "He's a bit crusty, but he's got a good heart." A stout badger with a permanently furrowed brow emerged from the burrow. "What's all this racket?" he grumbled, eyeing Rory. "Another stray. Fine, you can stay, but don't touch my collection of shiny pebbles." The seasons turned. Rory grew bigger and stronger, his cub fluff replaced by a sleek red coat. He, Chipper, and Brock became the unlikeliest of friends, spending their days exploring, foraging, and forgetting their worries. Their motto was, "No worries, more berries." They built dams with Brock, raced up trees with Chipper, and told stories under the stars. For a while, Rory forgot all about the home he had lost. One evening, a wise old owl, a traveler of the forest skies, landed near their camp. She recognized the grown fox. "You are Silas's son," she hooted softly. "Your valley suffers. Grim has broken the circle. The river is drying up, and the plants are withering." The owl's words hit Rory like a physical blow. He looked at his reflection in a puddle and saw not a carefree wanderer but the son of a guardian. He remembered his father's voice. "We all have a part to play." "I have to go back," Rory said, his voice firm. Chipper chattered nervously but nodded. Brock just grunted. "About time. The place sounds like a mess. We're coming with you." The journey back was long and arduous. They crossed rushing rivers and climbed steep hills. Brock's knowledge of the underground tunnels and Chipper's ability to scout from the treetops guided them safely. When they finally reached the ridge overlooking the Great Oak Valley, Rory's heart sank. The lush green was gone, replaced by brown, withered plants. The cheerful sounds of the forest were gone, replaced by a grim silence. Rory found Grim on the high ridge, gloating over his dying kingdom. "This valley is not yours to break, Grim," Rory declared. Instead of fighting with brute force, Rory used his knowledge of the land, leading the wolf on a chase through the treacherous, crumbling canyon paths that Grim had created. Grim, clumsy and unfamiliar with the weakened earth, slipped and was swept away by the now trickling river, washed far from the valley. With the help of all the animals, Rory began to restore the balance, just as his father had taught him. The Great Oak Valley began to heal, and its true guardian had finally returned,